What's rocking, guys? Welcome to episode 9 of my Real Sociedad career mode. It's definitely going to be a huge matchup just to start things out here. The home leg of our Spanish Cup semi-final tie against Real Madrid. And of course, the other side of the table is Barcelona and Sevilla. Definitely looks like it's going to be Barcelona going through, of course, unless Sevilla makes a big comeback there. But you'll see here, we are going to have Irving Lozano continue to start at left wing for now, and he was in tremendous form last episode, in the episode before that as well. We actually have Kovalenko at center defensive mid, Xavi Prieto, and of course Pardo, because of course we've had some injury problems. Of course, Inigo Martinez is out, I believe, as well as Esteban Granero is the other player who's out as well. But you'll see Madrid here, of course, quality starting 11. Benzema up top, Ronaldo, Bale. Of course, we did beat them in the previous episode. Of course, playing that defensive 5-3-2. But at home, I just don't think that would be... we honestly actually don't have enough players for that formation either, so we just cannot do that this time. We're going to have to play them straight up, try to go toe-to-toe with this team. But look at this. We do not help at all. Kovalenko just gifting the ball to Ronaldo. Amazing first-time finish there. Of course, there should have been a better clearance, but that just fell right to him. Of course, I was not trying to just pass it directly to Ronaldo, but that happens sometimes in this game. As you can see, that's just a tremendous finish from a world-class player. That's what you expect from, of course, one of the best players in the world, if not the best. What a finish from him there on that first time hit. But this is not the best start to this game. We have to try to bounce back, and it looks like we may be able to, as Elustondo does a good job in the midfield, of course, having to step in to play the ball to Xavi Prieto, of course, the veteran. Lozano is going to have the ball out wide here, has a bit of space, cut the ball back to Prieto, and a good hit from him as he forces a save there. So definitely some good shots, some good changes from us so far. See if we can continue to put some pressure on the Madrid back line here. But you can see a good ball from De La Bella. Can Mitrovic get his hand on it? And yes, he does. What a finish from Mitrovic right here. He's been in really good form lately. It seems like it's great to have him in that type of form. As a young striker, if we can continue to get him to improve in the like, he will be tremendous for us. Of course, playing in this 4-3-3, we'll see that's just a tremendous finish from him in this instance here. So definitely excited to have those types of goals from him, and some great crosses as well. But you see, looks like maybe a chance here on this corner kick. The ball's going to fall back here. And look at this, just some frantic defending and a big save from Rulli right there. But unfortunately, look at that. Irving Lozano goes down. He's been in tremendous form lately, and it sucks. But we do have Sisto and Bruma on the bench, and I decided to go with Bruma in this instance here. So it is pretty unfortunate to have to go to this now, of course. But that's just how things go. As you can see, that was another chance it looked like there. But we're going to have to try to come back on the counter-attack with Mitrovic playing the ball here to Vela, and some good hold-up play from him, and playing this ball to Kovalenko, and a great run from Mitrovic, getting behind the back line. He's going to finish that. Great play from him. That's a tremendous run, tremendous awareness, and that was just looked like a gorgeous play overall, the way that connection worked. Of course, as soon as Kovalenko gets the ball, he makes that run, perfectly curled around the defender, who of course committed to Kovalenko, and he's going to tap that in. So great stuff from him, of course, in this game so far. But we have to try to do better here, as it looks like they're going to have a chance here late in the game. Madrid, a good save again from Rulli. He's been so good in this game. You'll see that it looks like they may have a chance again. Contrao overlapping, ball to Bale. Going to send this one in, and Benzema is going to hit it wide, thankfully. Of course, we played Agüero he was a striker in the last matchup. Now they have Benzema, so we'll see what happens next. But you see Cruz going to run out the defense, give the ball to Benzema. He just has way too much space, but maybe this is one that I think Rulli could have done a lot better on there. I just was not expecting that. That's a very tight angle. I expected Rulli to have that covered a lot better, but there was a good strike either way. We just cannot give Benzema that type of space, but that I just did not want to get torn apart, and he did either way with a decent shot. But I thought Rulli could have done a lot better, but he was tremendous throughout this game, so it might have just been fair. Rulli has to come up big again there. Look at that, just trying to keep things at 2-2, which is not too bad, but still puts Madrid in favor if we're going to the next leg. But you can see it looks like another chance here, some poor ball retention. But look at this, a big save again. A huge matchup from him, so I'll forgive what that save he maybe could have made there. as we do take the 2-2 draw, we'll have a match in between, sandwich in between here against Celta Vigo. But look at that, 3 months with a LCL tear, it looks like, essentially, from Irving Lozano. What a devastating injury for him there. Of course, in great form, the youngster, and he gets this injury. Very frustrating, pretty sad, because really he seemed to be pushed by the transfer of Bruma into the squad. So in this match, I'm going to have to put a very rotated squad, I have to say, as you'll see here. The likes of Zaldúa, Anstoegi, and just a lot of players here. Kovalenko is going to play again, as well as Prieto, but Fimbo, Gasson, Bruma, Sisto, Vergara, Yuri, Zaldúa, and the like. So definitely interesting to see what happens here. Sisto is going to have a bit of space. Good job holding on the ball. Nice bit of balance there. He's going to try to take the shot. Prieto has the chance. A good save. The keeper closes his legs right there to stop that one. And that's just pretty frustrating, because it looks like we had a good chance there to get things up, get things going here. But you see they're going to run out the defense. Ugur Mayo, who had a very good game against us previously. But look at that. Great save and a good job from Zaldúa covering that ball up. And Mayo, actually, we played them in the Spanish Cup, the round of 16, Celta Vigo. So we have some experience against them so far. Look at this ball, though. Sisto on the quick counter. Going to stay up. Going to finesse this one in. Great job from Sisto. Of course, that blistering pace, and he has some good finishing ability. He's actually bagged quite a few goals for us so far in the season, but just look at that, holding off his defender, and he's going to slot that away into the side netting. Great job from the youngster here, of course, coming from Denmark, and just a tremendous player. Of course, he has quite a few goals, as you can see, in the league. Of course, kind of been kind of super sub, who's kind of tailed off lately. He was great at the beginning of the season, but you'll see here they have some space again. A good save, and we're going to clear it away, thankfully. But this has just been a very tight matchup. What to see, of course, with our backup squad, if we can hold on to things. But the ball is going to be played over top. A good bit of play here. Vergara, of course, picked up a knock, is going to do a good job holding on to the ball. He can take a shot to be hit out and cleared away. So we have had quite a few chances to maybe put this game away with another goal, but they're going to come back at us, and look at this. Looks like that's Zaldúa keeping him onside, and they grab the equalizer. Very frustrating. I always complain about the marking, and I always will until it's fixed in this game, because that is just very poor, of course. That's just not good marking at all. Why would he be covering like that when, of course, the center backs are pushed up so deep? You have to try to step up in those instances if you're a right back or a defender. But either way, this is a frustrating draw. I definitely think we deserve the 3 points. But it was with the backup squad. Now we have to see if we can go to the Bernabeu and grab a victory here, because we do need a victory, basically, or a big like 3-3 draw, essentially, to go through. But I see here they're actually going to be playing Chicharito now at striker. We've seen Agüero, Benzema, and now Chicharito. That's just 3 tremendous options at striker there, having to see those players. I have to say, I would like to bring Chicharito in next season. I'll say that. We'll see if we can make things happen, especially if we have Champions League play. I would like a extra striker, a Chicharito type, but you'll see Bruma has to play left wing, so we'll see how that goes, of course. But you'll see Bale comes in, makes some space, has some room here. He's going to play the ball back, Cruz back to Chicharito, and he's going to score there. As you can see, just as I'm talking about him, he grabs the goal, essentially. Very frustrating. Again, poor defending. We just have to do a lot better. Of course, very tough without Inigo Martinez, who's been such a rock in the back line. I do think we're at the upgrade eventually, honestly, at center back, especially if we make Champions League. We're going to have a lot of transfers. I'm going to need a lot of help from you guys, but you'll see a big chance. But look at this. Rulli comes out huge here, just clearing that ball away. Good sweeper keeping on his part there. He came out very early in the box, but you'll see we're going to go a bit direct here. Bruma going to flick the ball back on this long ball. You're going to have some space here. He's going to cut back in, and he's going to get chopped down. Maybe you could argue a red there, honestly. It is just outside the box, but that looked like a big goal-scoring opportunity is stopped. It's definitely a yellow, but red might be harsh, but either way, that could have been a goal. But you'll see late in the half, we may have a chance here. We're just going to go for a header here, but unfortunately, it is cleared out. A big chance to really try to tie things up going in the half, of course. So we do need 2 goals, essentially, and to hold them scoreless. We see good play here on this throw-in. Ball back to Kovalenko, and what a strike from the young Ukrainian midfielder. Great job from him, of course. He's a 2-way midfielder, essentially. So he just has that great finishing ability. He's shown it in real life. He has in FIFA. Of course, he scored quite a few goals in the U20 World Cup. He's a very good player. Glad to have him on my side. Watch him continue to progress and grow. Interesting to see if we do qualify for Champions, what happens with him. He'll definitely get a lot of playing time in Cup and probably League as well because of the tight fixture. So we'll see how things go. Excuse me. But as you can see, cut back here, have a chance, and what defending here. Of course, great job from our defense to keep things level because we have to try to grab the goal. We're going to try to push it on Kovalenko, play the ball to Bruma, just cannot get the best touch on that. Needed the touch to be perfect, probably out farther towards the wing, towards the touchline, but unfortunately did not work out. Looks like we may have a chance here. C still comes on late. Bella's going to play Canales. He's going to take the shot and it's going to be deflected there out for a corner. Looks like this is probably our last chance of the game. Can we steal a win here? Go away to the final of the Spanish Cup, but it's going to be cleared out, it looks like, and Aguero is going to have the ball and basically let the game die out. And that was a pretty honestly, these were two very good games, two good performances, and it's pretty frustrating. So it was a good performance overall, though I'd say defensively was the issue, but we really went toe to toe with a giant and we fared well. So it is pretty promising as we continue to try to grow the squad and make it into, a very high level squad, type of squad that will eventually be able to win Champions League, of course, maybe qualify for Champions League this season. But first we have to go through Almeria, of course, very tired legs, and you could see it was seen throughout the majority of this matchup, but some good build-up play. Saludo here, Vela, you're going to see great job from him. He's going to send this ball into Canales. He's always in the perfect spot for these headers, and he's going to finish it there. So great job from him, of course, just coming back from his injury to grab a goal for us. Of course, injuries have been our Achilles heel right now. They're very so many injuries right now, and if we can just at least stay on pace for Champions League as some of our guys start to come back, that would be great, because we have to stay in that. We have to qualify by Champions League according to the board as well, so we'll see what we can do. But again, I'll say this is a very frustrating matchup. You see Almeria coming in here, has a lot of space, try to win the ball back, but look at that, so frustrating. Great save originally, but it's going to be tapped back in, and honestly that was the start of the downfall of this game. I will just ruin it for you guys, but this was not a fun game to play, and you'll see it later on in the matchup. But again, right here, some space here, ball's being played back in, it's just some gorgeous play, but still, that's great play. I cannot do too much about that. That's some crazy passing, I have to say. It's gorgeous passing, but just look at that, finding all the creases there, creating so much space. Ahmed grabs the goal, but again, they're going to come back here, look for their third. Will they get it? Some great play here, and it looks like they may, as the ball is going to come back on the second ball, and he's going to be chopped down. Those second balls are so frustrating to just try to defend. Of course, the ball is headed back into the box. Cannot do too much to stop it, seems like, as Gonzalez grabs the yellow for chopping down the player there. Looks like they're going to have a chance here on this penalty. We go the wrong way, and he's going to grab the third there. So it looks like this game's pretty much coming to an end now. Very disappointing 2 league matches in this one after some promising showings against a giant in Madrid, and we just cannot do well coming back here, of course. And we are going to grab a red card here for the area, but it's okay because Yuri is pretty adequate. I will say I'm looking to upgrade left back, right back, center back going into next season. Next season I want to upgrade left back, right back, center back, at least one of the center backs to have a guy who can play next to Inigo Martinez. We need some depth and the like. I'm just defending like an idiot here because I was frustrated. Good finish and everything, but again, so left back, center back, right back are big needs in my opinion. We'll see what we can grab. It'll definitely open to suggestions for that. We'll definitely see what kind of money we'll have next season, but keep that in mind as we go on throughout this, because definitely is where we need some improvements in my opinion. But you'll see here it's a very tight race now, not too much space between us and Valencia and Sevilla now, and I believe we are going to have a matchup with them coming up as well. So it's going to be a very, very tight race at the end of the season. Of course, I believe we have now 17 matches left in the season, so quite a bit of matches left, of course, because I've had that lengthy Spanish Cup run to cover. So we'll see how things go here. So again, it's going to be Granada, Sevilla, and we'll see who we have next. We have Valencia, so two teams right next to us in the table. We need to grab 6 points there, and of course, I may show the Barcelona match, or I may keep it at 3 matches for that episode, guys, the next one. But again, guys, thanks for tuning in. I really love your support, guys. Thanks so much. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.